Hello, digital card fighters. This is Kyle D, better known as Ride My Avatar, bringing you another amazing deck profile. Before we dive right in, I want to ask this simple little question for you guys. What kind of content do you want to see my channel come into? I'm trying to bring in more deck profiles for standard, hopefully nab some premium deck profiles for IRL Vanguard, and nab some more deck profiles in general for even the Digimon trading card game. I'm excited for that. That's going to be more and more as time gets closer and closer for the set release that I will be adding that in. So stay tuned for that if you guys are very interested in that. I'm going to dive headfirst into that. But remember to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. It really means a lot. You don't have to, but please watch most of this video's runtime. It really does help with monetization, everything like that. But if you guys don't, not a big deal. So without further ado, let's dive in. So today's deck profile is brought to you by the thunderous Narukamai clan. So what does it do exactly? Well, it has a mixture of new stuff, but it's still on that retirement. I am no longer, it's starting to get this old identity, but it's still like better Kagero or Kagero. So Ambush Dragon Eradicator Linchu is when the attack by an Eradicator this unit boosted hits a Vanguard counterblast. Put this unit into Soul to retire one of your opponent's rear guards. You could use the other one, but it only affects raid 1s or less. This one, at least, if you're facing against like Aqua Force, you can save it just to possibly ping their turn before they get set up properly. But that really depends on what the outcome is. So you want to take that with a grain of salt. So you want to take that with a grain of salt. Next we play Desert Gunner Raiden because Mini Blockade is still Mini Blockade, very useful. Next I play 2 Rising Phoenixes for Soul Blast, draw a card. New PG because any deck that is based around Break Ride or anything like that kind of wants to use this so that they don't get blocked for damage or denied a little bit too early. Next I play also some Ceremonial Bonfire Eradicator Caster. So when placed, if your opponent has 2 or less rear guards, you may discard a card from your hand. If you do, draw a card. Very useful skills. I think it's very powerful and deadly at times. Not really crazy strong because again it's restricted. Being able to discard cycle cards I think is very important in this game, and you know, being able to do this on grade 1 turn or anything like that just to hopefully filter better is really good in this game. Next I play 2 Desert Shield. You could run the Berserk Dragon, the Counterblast to retire a grade 2 or less out of any position if you want to, but I like having Cheated just because negating a grade 2 sometimes is without cost, sometimes helps. You want to just be able to play and not have to pay a cost. Next is Eradicator Saucer Cannon Wyvern. So when placed, counterblast 2 to retire one of your opponent's front row rear guard. Very useful. It helps with Gauntlet Buster just to trigger off for less and be able to guarantee a grade 2 removal during your turn. You have Eradicator Spark Rain Dragon. So during your turn, if your Vanguard is an Eradicator, this unit gets plus 3,000. Very useful, becoming a fancy 12k, and that's about it. Next we have Iron Fan Eradicator Nearity. So when this unit attack hits, counterblast 2, draw a card. And then next we have Supreme Army Eradicator Zuitin. So when this unit attack hits a Vanguard, if your Vanguard is Eradicator, Soul Blast Countercharge. Very powerful skills, very common in these kind of decks nowadays. So we're going to go over the Break Riders. So first off, Eradicator Bow Sword Dragon. So when or upon your Vanguard gets 10,000 until the end of turn, retire one of your opponent's front row rear guard. And when this unit attacks the Vanguard, it gets plus 3,000 until the end of turn. So the retire one of your opponent's front row rear guard is just super good because again, kill off grade 2, interceptor, everything like that, just break riding for free. And then next, we also have Eradicator Electro Sharper Dragon. So when or upon your Vanguard gets plus 1. 1000. The following ability ending turn. When your opponent's front row rear guard is retired due to your card effects, retire your opponent's rear guard at the back row of that unit. We don't really go off very often because the fact is he's only there for the 1000 boost. So when you use your finisher, Eradicator Dragonic Descend it, which I think is the higher finisher, you could go and say Gauntlet Buster is, but the fact is Descend it swings twice, and having 1 PG and then following up with an extra crit is just so important. And to restand, remember you need to discard 2 Eradicators, so if you do not have them, it just doesn't activate. And then next is the other finisher is Eradicator Gauntlet Buster. So if you have a feeling your opponent doesn't have a PG in hand, then go nuts with this card. But he's so situational, I have issues with it. So when your opponent rear guard is retired due to your card effect, this unit gets plus 3000, plus critical on the end of turn, and counterblast 2 to retire one of your opponent's rear guards at random. So you're on 4 heals, 9 draw. I see many people use Gauntlet Buster as the heal. That's not a bad choice, but I figure at least having Eradicator, I also only have 3 Gauntlet Buster. I don't see a big issue. So let's dive right in and let's see if we can take a game, guys. I really want to bring good content to you guys, and I just don't know how you guys feel. What the? Let's try that again. I don't know how you guys feel about my profiles and stuff like that. If there's any way I can improve it, let me know. I want to make them so you guys are very entertained, and hopefully you guys watch the video thoroughly. So let's dive in and let's kick some butt. Ooh, Gold Paladin, new fighter. We taking on new fighter. Let's go. So, ooh, we got 1 Descendant. Actually, a pretty solid hand going second. That is actually pretty good. We have a grade 1. We have the counter charger to kill off little Mr. Perfect here, unless he superior rides. But we're trying to avoid him gaining that advantage. But who knows what happens here. He definitely needed to have, since he's not going second, he has to rely heavily on a draw trigger into it. Into it in the next couple of hits. So, ooh, let's go, boys. So our starter here, we have, no matter what, that goes in for free. So damage denying just does not matter. So we're gonna swing in, no trigger, sadly. Does he get one in response? Nope, but we knock out the Brimaz. So it was good that I hit him, because if he had Brimaz and then anything else, he might have been a threat. But the question is, okay, does he have the other piece? Oh, he does. He will be superior riding on us. Ooh, I do not like that, because now he's at least a turn up on us. But we do have Eradicator Descendant. So, ooh, this man. Here, ooh, PG1. And he hit a crit. Shoot. I'm going to be tough, because, again, we're going to be falling behind pretty quickly. Ooh, we hit a draw trigger. Nice. Absolutely. Oh, into a heal. Sad days. Draw us a card, please. Okay, now we at least have a PG, so we won't die. The question is, how do we play this out? Because again, he's just going to start trying to grab cards. But... okay. First check. Sadly, we did not hit him. Dang. If we got a trigger, that would have been nice, but we have a PG. So he's going to have to call major pieces down just to have his limit break active at the moment. I don't think he... ooh, he is going all out for this. Okay. It's going to be cute. Counterblast 2 to grab something. Let's see what he attempts to drive here. Luckier Suitor. Okay, so he's going to discard, check top 3, call something. Like, I'm on the edge with that. Okay, Soul Blast. Okay, so he just filtered, basically. He did a long combo filter. That's cute. So, hopefully nothing really existential here. So you'll attack with Lopier first. And then swing in with his Vanguard. So swing in with your Vanguard. Bring us up. Ooh, another PG. Oh, come on! So now he's down to 1, and really doesn't matter in our situation what we do. Doesn't help that he's been keeping us... Okay, with his lineup here. I don't think he's running Blaster Spirits. You would have saw one by now. Like, to be truthfully told, you would have saw one by now. And what's good is we do have some ways of drawing some card advantage. We're only going to be able to deal him 1, but he's going to be running out of resources pretty quickly. Okay. Swing in, and then swing into the Vanguard to buy. We're not going to invoke because hopefully that draw was sitting right behind you. Nope, into a PG we would have liked. Okay. Yeah. Let's just make it harder for you later. So, draw your card. At this point, it's getting really tough because the fact is still... I mean, I should have a couple turns without having to worry too much. But he's going to be calling columns, swinging in with Vanguards. It didn't help he was able to Superior Ride on us. Okay. Possibly a couple attacks here. First. Second. Cool. Two cards. Better off probably... If I was on the Break Ride, this would have been nice. Question is... We're just going to do this. Because I want to hit him. But I don't want to make it too easy for him. Resources-wise, I could be in a better situation, but knowing how this is going to play out... One to pass. Let's go. Ooh, we hit a heal trigger. Nice. So, let's see if we knock a PG out. And that's like the good thing here. We want to knock a PG out. Yep. Okay. Kept him at bay. He's now really down on resources. So, what we're going to do is proceed to miss, swing. That's the game plan. Turn. So he needs a Limit Break Enabler, which I don't think he has. Nope. Let's see. Okay, nope. He's sitting on a PG though. That's gonna be really useful. So let's see, what can we do next turn? Actually quite a lot. We can do a lot of damage next turn. If we get 1 damage. 1, 2. Ooh. PG yet again seen. Okay. Perfect. So the question is, how do I go about this? Because he gains no power bonus here. So, I'm just going to do it like this. Swing in, hopefully no defensive trigger. Just enough to pass, boost the column in the back. Or just do it that way. Okay. We're really betting on something big here. Come on, one trigger, please. Yes! Okay, we're gonna whiff this, of course, but... sadly, we'll give up our... we're going all in at this point. We have to. Because if he doesn't have a second PG, we really do have the advantage here. So this is 2 damage. And we hit a draw trigger. Nice. Okay. Let's see, let's see. Does he hit another heal? Hopefully not. He'll be really in our favor right now. Yes! See? That's the power of this deck. It's just insanely good value for little investment. So, I mean, sorry I didn't get the break ride combo, but you kind of get the gist. What you're trying to do is retire. It's like 2 halves of the deck coming whole at the same time, and it really helps to show and shine. So, I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Peace!